Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Game 2 of this best of 3. I think it's just friendly best of 3. It's a Masters level, high Masters, it's top 10 Masters level Zerg player up against a Grandmasters level Terran player trying to pit his strength against this, like, Protoss blank about it. I don't get it. Okay. Anyway, we're back at it. Let's get things rolling here. And as I was saying, this is a best of 3, game 2 in a best of 3, and here I am using WASD. I was playing Witcher yesterday, so my hands are on the left side of the keyboard for a reason. I got my handy dandy middle mouse button hanging in. It's hard for me not to read this. I'm trying not to pay attention to it. In any case, this is just a friendly best of 3 as far as I imagine. You can tell by all the banter going on, all of the back and forth. You usually don't see that in any kind of tournament type event, though. This is just a best of 3. There's a lot you can tell in playing a best of 3 if you have a group of friends that are evenly matched. You know, not always a good idea to play one game against the other person if you're trying to see who the better player is, and that perhaps goes without saying, but you really want to space it out over 3, 5, or obviously the best test is 7 games to see who is the best player in a group, which is why, of course, all of your tournaments end, usually the big ones, with a best of 7. And here we are, Shakur's Plateau. The positions have been discerned. This scouting overlord will always let you know immediately that the Zerg is directly across from you. Of course, you will remember that this area is impossible to spawn at for the person against the Terran. Well, anyone. Obviously, it's been a while, but some people still forget. And you see people scouting this all the time, but the place that you spawn on Shakur's Plateau, the base opposite you, you never have to scout because there will never be anyone spawning there. Gas going down for liquid water. Double gas going down immediately. It looks like 1 Rax expand is what we're going to see here. Very risky build. But he did come and scout and see that the Zerg player did get that early hatch. No gas as of yet for Endymion. It looked Impendymion. It looks as though he's going to be doing an Ice Fisher type build. He's got his pool out, Queen, getting that immediate spine crawler down. Other Queen out, and going to try and join these bases up with creep. It looks like still no gas. Oh, there's the first gas just now going down, and so he's going to try and go after that quick 100 for the for the Zergling speed. And look at this, another gas going down for liquid water. Fascinating. Oh, okay. Command center's done. I was like, wait, is he doing that before he's going to have his command center over there? And the answer is no, ladies and gentlemen. He is finished with the command center, and that is moving out to its place there at the natural. Is it just me, or is my mouth just not working right tonight? I think it's more my brain. Vocabulary is eluding me. Been nervous because I've been thinking about submitting an application to the GSL for their open code A casting positions. Guys have been doing a good job there. You know, you got to give everybody credit who's been out there, whether you're talking about Kelly Milkies, Doa, Mole Trap, and now Wolf. Wolf is actually very good. He had to cast by himself for a considerable amount of time while Tastosis was doing MLG. We see the double factory, triple factory down for liquid water. It looks like he is going to be doing some kind of tank Hellion Marines, it looks like, is what we're going to be seeing. Is that pretty much what he did last game? It pretty much is. So no aggression as of yet, however. So still waiting for any kind of that business to take place. Army going down, so maybe we're going to see some Thors as well. Any kind of... Yes, we are going to see yet another swap for the tech lab for the factory. Getting well saturated over here. Zerg player taking his third base. Always very easy to do for the Zerg player on this map, particularly when you can connect those bases with the creep, get your Zerglings out in the middle, or Roaches out here to protect either base. Just a very good idea, very good strategy. We're seeing the blue flame coming out, we're seeing level 1 vehicle attack and siege all coming out. Zergling speed just now finishing, and we're looking at a Baneling nest and the lair going down for the Zerg player. But as I was saying, yeah, just got to really tip your hat to the people who just lifted up their lives, moved to Korea for some just one season. Like Kelly only lasted one season. Granted, she doesn't live that nearly as far as guys like Moltrap and Doa. Doa took his wife, and I don't know if they have any kids, but you know, they just picked up and went to Korea, which is freaking fascinating. Something that I would love to be able to do. Is just even, I mean, I want to apply just because I want to see if the possibility is there to get chosen to do something like that. It would be such, it would be an honor just to be considered to cast GSL. That being said, I don't think that there's any realistic. Up here, who's missing the harassment being done by the Hellions, just frying up some Zergling fricassee. Doesn't look like they got too much damage going on. Let's check out some units lost just in case. May have lost a few drones, maybe some Zerglings. No, it was probably all Zerglings. In any case, if I keep missing action like that, there's no way I'm going to get into GSL. That's for sure. But yeah, as I was saying, as much of an honor as it would be, if I were to get asked, I don't think it would be feasible or realistic to be able to move to Korea for that. Particularly, I mean, number one reason, it's freaking expensive. $1,000 plane, $1,200, $1,500 plane ticket to get out there. That's just one person, and I would, of course, need to bring my wife and Stargirl with me. Or at least Stargirl, so she could help cast with me. That would be awesome. But more Hellions, big move out here. Couple Thors, several tanks, and Hellions. Very few Marines. Actually, kind of surprising the Marine count, though. What's not surprising is just see these stream of units coming out for the Zerg player. I'm looking for here. We got another engagement. Tanks. We lost a couple tanks there. It looks like. Thought he had more tanks than 3. I thought he had like 5 tanks. I must have lost a couple tanks. I'm looking for the Hydra. Still no Hydra Den. Hydralisk Den? Is that right? It is. Another command center going down here, a little DL so you can move it out here, but look, Zerg player creeping things up, pooping out the creep, keeping the Terran player, trying to keep him, hold him down from expanding. I like the all mech from Liquid Water with very few Marines. You got your Hellions in place of Marines, and get some of these SCVs out here on auto repair. Banelings coming out. Those Banelings are big and fat. Lots of Roaches, lots of Zerglings. And that's going to do all kinds of damage. Would love to see... Yep, Spire is just about to be finished. I was going to say, you'd love to see some Mutas in the mix, be able to flank this Terran army, get at these tanks while the Thors and Hellions are moving up and taking all the damage. They're going to move back here because it's time to take a third. But he's going in the wrong direction. Unless he's going to move it down here. Yep, and there it is. But he's got to hurry because, well, I guess he doesn't, because this Thor is going to kill that quick, as we see a 4th base going down now for MvGM. MvGM, and a 5th base. Holy crap, look at that. Flam. 4th is up and saturated, not fully saturated, we're getting there, and the 5th is about to get done. We got some damage units here. Nothing crazy, but trading some spitting matches. Looking to see what else is coming. It looks like we've got infestors on the way. Getting that neural parasite. Sees the Thors, is going to want to take advantage of those Thors if the opportunity comes. No infestors out in the field as of yet. 2 on the way. Extra queens. The Greater Spire almost finished as well. Wow, immediately went for the Greater Spire. Looks like we are going to see Broodlords, which I'm not sure how they do against Thors. I think they outrange them. Almost certainly outrange them. But I guess we shall see shortly as base number 4 gets working over here. Base number 3 down here. Planetary Fortress on the way. Are we getting one over here as well? Yes, we are. As Endymion is moving around the Terran army to try and possibly take out that 3rd base, or the 4th base, however you want to count them. And this is just finishing up here. Food count. Zerg is ahead by 15. Not indicative of too much. 15 food, particularly when it's Zerg. Usually if you're Zerg, you want to be way ahead in the food count. I do want, unless there's going to be an engagement right now, I want to take a look at the larva situation here. Broodlords coming up over the rocks. A very good idea, because the tanks will fire and kill their own units with, and look at that, big neural parasite taking over these Thors. Thors doing all kinds of damage to the other Thors, and these guys are still alive, can pop out some infested Terrans if they so choose. Roach is cleaning up the Thors. Broodlord's going to be able to take out that planetary. Tanks out of range. Tanks are going to die quickly. Once again, broodlings against tanks. If there's other tanks in the vicinity, very, very dangerous, because tanks take splash damage. Check it out. Bam! And immediately the tank goes down. But these Broodlords look like they're going to be cleaning things up. Now we see all kinds of roaches and infestors coming out. Did I miss a attack on this? No, they could not get close enough because of the Planetary Fortress. Here they are coming up on this expansion. Once again, taking another Thor. Going to immediately destroy this other Thor and kill this tank. Broodlords getting in on the production facilities. And Liquid Water is crying. Broodlords lol. They are a silly, silly unit, but it does not appear as though Liquid Water is going. Alright, so as you can see, they're just trying things out together, but this was a pretty good game too. Lots to see, lots going on. Let's get game 3 going.